out. Someone broke the door. Hey, we're here today, day 2 of Postfest with Juan Chi from Zeta.
Yes.
If you don't know them, you guys need to check them out. They have one of the most entertaining live shows that I think you'll ever fucking see. Juan.
Thank you, Tom.
Thank you. I appreciate you taking time to come hang out and chat with me today.
Yes.
So, Zeta just finished a tour.
Yeah.
How did that run go?
Well, it was a very fun challenge. We were doing a 3-piece setup for the first time. It was around 15 shows. We had one day off only. So it was, day after day just playing, catching up, seeing friends all over town. It was really, really cool. Really good tour, yeah.
I think that's one of the really cool things about touring is you do it enough, and when you go to a town, you see those people, you're like,
Yes.
hey, how you doing? It's like catching up with family that you haven't seen in a while.
Yeah.
You guys are absolutely road warriors.
We don't like stopping. Yeah. We've been kind of like on a constant tour since 2015 in the US. We stopped for the pandemic, of course, but we've been just doing the thing.
Yeah, I love seeing it. Like, obviously, we talked about it. My first time seeing you was with Sparta at Headliners in Louisville.
Yeah.
And then again with High on Fire in Detroit.
Very different spectrums.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Very different. But the crowd in both places absolutely enjoyed you. I mean, the crowd here loved you yesterday.
Yeah.
The pre-show, they loved you there. Like, so I've seen you 4 times. I've not seen anyone that went, oh, I don't get it.
Yeah.
The energy that you bring is unique, and it's when you go to a live show, it's what you're looking for. A good, fun band that can just you're like, oh, now I'm motivated. I'm ready to go.
Yeah. Thank you. I am, my tribe is, the people from local shows, DIY shows. And so I think in a way we try to cater the music for ourselves, like we're like, what we would like to see in a DIY show. And it doesn't matter how big of a show it is or how small, we always try to go all in.
Yeah.
All the way, yeah.
It shows. I think that's something else that comes off as like really authentic too, is you guys are playing the music you want to play, not what you think other people want you to play.
It's true.
Yeah. So that's also like, that's the beauty of like the underground. There are no like barriers that say, no, you have to only do this.
It's true. No rules.
Yeah.
There's codes, which I like. People find a way of respecting each other, supporting each other, but there's no rules of how you should sound, how you should do your show. And every band, it's its own world, which is something really cool. And I feel like here especially, you can see that there's the element of post-rock everywhere, but everybody uses that energy differently.
Yep.
So it's really cool.
Yeah, it's really cool about this festival is to see so many different styles represented and so many different people just here for the music.
Yeah.
There's old people and young people.
Yes, I saw. Yeah. There was a good amount of younger folks and I was very surprised because, well, sometimes I'll try to show post rock to my nephew or my niece, and they're like, all right.
Yeah.
You know?
Like, I don't really get it. Like, you will.
Yeah.
Yeah. I felt like that with my kids, just everything. I try to show them everything. And it's funny, my daughter tends to lean, she either goes with like super light, like indie singer-songwriter style stuff, or she goes to the real like heavy, like metalcore shit. And I'm like, huh. And
That's interesting.
Yeah. And then my son is more into the like Sparta.
Okay.
He loves the post-rock, he loves like Sparta and what they do, and fucking he loves you guys.
That's beautiful, man.
Yeah.
Thank you for showing Zeta to him.
Hell yeah.
For bringing him into that show.
So, funny story. I was texting with my buddy Reagan, who I passed you his info.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hey, dude, I just want you to know, I gave Juan from Zeta your contact. He goes, I fucking love them.
Nice.
I'm like, hell yeah, dude. Like, you know them? He goes, oh, I love my fucking South American shit, dude. Like, I'm like, hell yeah. It's fucking... For you guys, if you don't fucking talk about a band, you don't know who the fuck is gonna, like, who's listening to it.
It's true.
Right?
It's true.
The more you talk about it, the more people, like, hear the name, the more people show up to the shows.
Yeah.
Like, it's beautiful.
There's something funny. Yesterday, I was talking to someone I met here in the festival that also follows a lot of bands from Latin America, and it's like, man, you guys in Joliet, you've gone through so many things with like the immigration, all of this, but you're still coming, rocking, and doing the thing. And it's like, yeah, I wish we could all come, because it's like the same energies, the same heart. It's the same values. People love this music there. I played in 2012. We played in this festival called Imagina Post Rock Fest. So it was like Imagine a Post Rock Fest, and it kind of like got out of hand at the end. But all of the bands that had that post element, we got to meet each other.
That's cool.
From that time era and from Latin America. So after that, we were all connected somehow. And I feel like this is the same, but here.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's, it's funny when you get into the community surrounding the music, because that's what it is. We're all part of this community.
Yeah.
Everyone, like, if I don't know you today, I'll know you tomorrow.
That is true.
And there's no, like, I had conversations with some folks last night watching, we were watching Pianos Become the Teeth, and just having a conversation like, oh my God, this is, the energy is so cool. There's not a lot of us, there's not millions of us.
Yeah.
So what do you have to be nice to people.
Yeah. It's true. It's true.
So far for Postfest, how, like, what has been the biggest, like, aha for you?
From yesterday, Glacier was how detailed and subtle they can be, but also bring it hard.
Yeah.
I was really surprised, and also I think it was a great opening of the outdoors. It was perfect. It was the perfect moment. We were all there. It was just blasting in our face. We got to tell them too, like, they rocked. and they were super nice, super humble. It's like, oh my God, thank you. And I think for me that was the highlight of the day. I also loved all of the other bands, but
Yeah.
I think I was just like, I had all the expectations and they were all met. You know, when it started, it's like, all right, we're here.
Yeah. That's, that is so, like, that's a really great way to put it, like they met all of my expectations.
Yeah.
Right? Because sometimes, I mean, you go to a show
Yeah.
and you're like, I'm really looking forward to seeing this band, and they just fall a little bit short, and you're like, still a good set,
Yeah,
that,
yeah. Yeah, it happens sometimes. We every year we go to the Fest FL in Gainesville. Every band is super cool, and sometimes they play more than 1 or 2 shows, and you get tired.
Yeah.
And sometimes the last show that they play is like, like, so that I've had those moments.
Oh, yeah.
In which you're like, oh, I'm going to see, like, I don't know, like Propaganda or something. And they had played like 2 sets prior. And they're like, just like,
They're exhausted.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
But it's still cool.
Yeah.
It's, but yeah.
So-
Yeah. Going back to yesterday, these guys were all in.
Hell yeah.
That was really cool. And of course, Pianos was beautiful, very, very emotional.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was a kid, I was watching this kid, he was at the pre-show and totally into every band. You guys probably saw him. He had red, like, long hair.
Yeah.
He was like headbanging at the pre-show and having a good time, and I watched him at the piano set, and I kept trying to watch the band, but that kid was like, he was so into it, singing every word, so emotional, and all I could think is, like, this is why we come to shows,
Yeah.
right? Like, we can, like, just let it out, be ourselves. You want to sing, you want to dance, you dance, and no one gives a shit,
Yeah. It's true. Yeah.
Fuck.
We're here to be ourselves fully.
Yeah.
I also, something that was really nice about yesterday was just meeting people, meeting people from all over. I went outside for a little bit, sat down by those little benches that are just outside of the venue, and we met someone from Philly, we met someone from Toronto, we met people from all over, honestly. So that was really cool. Just people that were here to see bands. They
Yeah.
weren't really playing or involved into the making of the festival. They were just enjoying, and they were so interesting, each one of them. And craving knowing about music and bands, And so it's really cool. You don't have those conversations that often if you're not on tour or doing the thing.
Yeah.
Sometimes, like, you'll talk to other friends that are more like, not necessarily not liking this music, but they are not working on this community.
Yeah.
And you'll mention a band and they'll be like, oh yeah, I don't know what you're talking about, So it was completely different. Every person we met, they all knew about the bands and about the community, the things, the venues. It was really cool.
Yeah, super cool. You're absolutely right. Like the Postfest. Now this is the first year that I've known about it, and they have really fostered a tremendous community here.
Yeah.
Like everyone's like, oh, like you need help? Oh, you want to stand here? Like, will this be easier on you? Like, how often does that shit happen?
Yeah.
Oh, your foot hurts? Here, have a seat. Like, I'll move. Like, this is, I mean, I'm sure you guys would agree, right? Like, this is what we need as humans, right? Not just as a community, but as humans. We need to have more compassion for everyone else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so. I think every opportunity that we have to be compassionate, to understand, it's important to take it,
Yeah.
Especially in times like these that everything is so uncertain, and we can't really fully know what other people are going through. Sometimes you'll see them and they're having a terrible time, and you probably don't know, and they will seem closed off, and maybe they're just frustrated or sad.
Yeah. I mean, you don't know. You don't know. They may have just lost a sibling or a child or a parent,
Yes.
or a really close friend, or maybe something. They lost their job, or they're struggling economically. Like, it's. If we could be curious instead of judgmental,
Yeah.
like, the world would be in such a better place, and stop letting these fucking politicians divide us.
Yeah. I think that's important. Not letting someone decide who you are, and how you're gonna do life. You can have different opinions in politics, and I feel like it's important to be tolerant as long as there's respect, and but it is important because sometimes we get caught up in the passion of things,
Yeah.
which is also a good thing, but it is not an excuse to be shitty.
Correct. Yep. That's absolutely it. Try to instill that in my kids, and I know there are times where I have not been in a good headspace and not handled situations correctly. So it's it's important when that happens to go back and say, hey, I am sorry. Right? I didn't handle that correctly. Here's what I need to do differently. So just allow me a little bit of grace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll never know who's gonna be a good teacher, who's gonna provide
Yeah.
a good moment for you to be like, okay, I'm going in, I'm gonna check what's there, what's happening inside, that I had this reaction, and
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Holy shit. Okay, we're day 2. Who are you looking most forward to seeing today?
Converge. I am all for it. I've been hearing them for a long time. I've never seen them live, but they were one of the bands that definitely inspired us to come to the States. So I'm really, really looking forward to see them.
Hell yeah.
When we were touring with the High on Fire crowd, they had some people in their staff. The merch person had worked with Converge before, and we will crave his stories and knowledge, and in Zeta we're all drummers, so essentially we all play different things, but we have my passion for drumming, and so Converge is a band that really scratches that itch.
Ben is a fucking beast.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yes.
Oh. Yeah. Okay. I'm actually with you on that.
Yeah.
Converge is the set that I'm most looking forward to today, and not that any of the other sets.
No.
But Converge is that number one.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna enjoy everything.
Yeah.
Pelican, I'm also very eager to watch. They did a cover of a band that I respect and admire so much. It's called Karate, and they're way more soft and calm, sometimes jazzy. Of course, they have like those rocky moments.
Yeah.
They were more in the vein of like Fugazi and stuff. But then Pelican did a cover with all the depth of their sound. And it was like, oh, holy shit, this translates so well. I think it was put out by Numero Group,
Okay.
who is a really, really cool label that has like very unique things and repressing like things that are kind of lost in the times.
Yeah.
So yeah, I am also looking forward to Pelican.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so am I. Every time that I've never seen them before, and every time they're like in an area that I'm in, I have something else going on or something pops up.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no.
I've also heard from people that have seen them that they're the loudest or one of the loudest bands they've seen. So
Wow.
that's exciting too.
Yeah. Especially after being on the High on Fire tour. Those dudes are
Oh,
loud.
that was crazy. When we got to the sound check, we were just like, oh, fuck.
Yes. Yeah, that God, the first time I saw them, it was like I left. I wear earplugs at every show, and I left, and my ears were fucking ringing.
Yeah,
I'm like deaf for 2 days. Like, dude, how can you be that loud? But I'm here for it. It was good shit.
We have this bet in our touring party. We were like betting if Matt Pike was gonna sound check with or without a shirt, because he always plays without
a shirt. Yeah.
And the first show was in Orlando. It was very hot, and so we got there, and there he was without the shirt, just doing guitar riffs, and we're like, holy shit, this is a real one.
Yeah.
Yeah. And all the stories in the tour from him were just huge insights. We were like paying attention, like, damn, like the voice of a generation, like.
Dude, like he's been through it all.
Yeah.
Like his career is so storied, and it's like everything he touches is just like, oh, shine a little God light on you, you know.
Yeah.
Which is super, super fucking cool. So I'm glad that you guys were on that tour.
Oh man, yeah, us too. That was one of our favorites, honestly. And I know that I can say these for everyone in the band, and they're such gentlemen. Like, just like you can see all of the years of hard work and dedication. That's just impressive. And Jeff, the bass player, he's been our friend for some years now, and he made it happen. He said it. He came to a show in Portland, and he said something that we talked about it yesterday, of how important it is to bring that light that we have in our shows to the communities of people that listen to High on Fire. And he was right. It was a good match. I also remember talking to Matt about how difficult it is sometimes to move people.
Yeah.
Especially when you're in the support slot, because you're you know, they're not there to see you. Technically, they're just waiting to see their band, which is fair. And he said that when they went on tour with Metallica, he said, like a monologue-ish, it's like, I'm looking into the crowd and I say like, what the fuck do you want from me? Did I rip my head off and throw it to you?
Yeah.
It's like, we're just laughing and just thinking like, damn, like, that had to be a different level having to open up for Metallica.
Yeah. Well, you know, and it's, you know, it's funny and it's cool, right? Like, it's funny seeing bands open for, you know, like Metallica, fucking the biggest metal band in the world, dude.
Yeah.
You know? But what do? They bring smaller bands out to play with them. Like, their European tour next year, right, is fucking Gojira and Knocked Loose.
Wow.
Like, holy fuck, dude. Like, just, you know, Knocked Loose is on that fucking trajectory that's out of this world.
Out of this world, yeah. I always say to people, Turnstile, they're doing the thing with like bringing more melody to it.
Yeah.
But then Knocked Loose is just like,
yeah. They're just fucking, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And dude, like the energy for that Knocked Loose show is fucking out of this world, dude.
I haven't seen them live, but everything I've seen online is incredible. Also, you know how people sometimes will describe modern sound, and they'll be like, "Oh, this is too modern." With them, it's like a different way of saying modern. Like,
yeah,
this is modern metal, but fucking dope. Like,
yeah.
Their sound, their guitars, everything, it's so on point. It's some other shit.
Like what they're doing is super unique, and those dudes, like you guys, are just fucking work, dude.
Yeah.
Get out, you know, like they stayed in the van for God knows how long, you know, and then they started to get those fucking bigger shows, and now it's, oh man, like I'm super happy for them. I'm waiting to see you guys to get like you guys are fucking taking off, you know what I mean? And I'm ready. I'm ready to see you guys headlining fucking arenas.
We're open to see what happens with, you know, with our thing. It's very niche, and sometimes our shows are not necessarily the biggest, but I can tell that everyone that goes to a show, they are engaged.
Yeah.
They're interacting, they're happy, and we get to meet everyone. We're lucky that everybody in the band right now, we're kind of in the same headspace, and so we like socializing. Everybody's down, you know, to meet people. We've had other members in the past be more introvert or be like, you know, like touring all the time, it's not for me. Or,
well, I get it, right? It's a hard life. It's not for everyone.
It is. But we're lucky that in this moment we're all like very, we like talking and getting to know other people, and so even in the smallest of shows, there's a lot of winning.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that is a very important part of being in a band that I don't think a lot of people, well, there's a couple of sides to that, right? That I don't think a lot of people really take into account. Like, being in a band at the end of a day is like you're doing a sales job.
Yeah.
Right? You play the music, so they buy the t-shirt or they buy the thing, and obviously that's not really why you play the music.
No.
But that's how you get to the next town.
Yeah.
Right? right? That's how the music keeps fucking going. So, you know, especially like, dude, being on the road for 30, 60 days since 2015, you know, like there's got to be times for you where you're just like, man, I am fucking exhausted.
Yeah.
And I just like,
Yeah. Normally it's when, if like weird questions start popping up, like what am I doing here, or what am I doing with my life, that's a sign of like exhaustion.
yeah,
You know, that means that your body's running out, and you gotta take a moment to yourself. The thing about the tour is that sometimes you might not have that moment for days. So
yep.
yeah, it takes have to be very patient. Gotta rely on your bandmates.
You have to be in tune with you also to recognize, okay, I'm starting to get tired. I do need a minute.
Yeah.
You know, like when you try to push through that, you get fucking burnt out. The shows are subpar.
Yeah.
You know, and then you're pissed off because you're like, I didn't play my best. Okay, I really fucking need a minute. Let me go and recharge. You know?
Yes.
Okay. Juan, like, dude, you are a fucking rock star, man.
Thank you.
I love you guys so much. I always love seeing you. I appreciate the time you have allowed me to chat with you today.
Man, thank you for the invitation.
Hell yeah. And shout out to Murphy and High on Fire and Knock Loose and
Yes.
all the other bands that we mentioned. Please go check all of them out because that's why we're here. Day 2 of Postfest. We're going to wrap this shit up.